Welcome to NSCC's APA at Your Library video series, Magazines and Newspaper Articles. This content is from the most recent edition of the Publication Manual of the American Psychological Association, or APA. Always ensure that you are using the most recent edition of the APA Manual. In this video, we will examine how to cite print and online magazine and newspaper articles. When referencing a print magazine article, use the following format: the author's last name, followed by the initials of his or her first and middle names, followed by a period. In parentheses, include the year, and if available, the month, day, or season the magazine was published, followed by a period. Add the title and subtitle of the article, and capitalize only the first word of the title and subtitle, as well as any proper nouns. Italicize the title of the magazine and the volume number. Capitalize every major word in the magazine title. There is no space between the volume and issue number. Enclose the issue number in parentheses and do not italicize it, followed by a comma. End the reference with the page range of the article, followed by a period. For the in-text citation, note the format for direct quote. Enclose the author's last name, year, and page or paragraph number in parentheses. For an indirect quote, enclose the author's last name and year in parentheses. Note the use of periods, commas, and parentheses throughout the example. Let's look at an example. Note that the in-text citation for the magazine article appears immediately after the direct quote in the body of the paper. Also, note the complete reference to the article as it would appear in the reference list at the end of the paper. Now let's look at the format of an online magazine. Often online magazines do not have volume and issue numbers. Italicize the title of the magazine followed by the page range of the article, followed by a period. Most magazines and newspapers do not have digital object identifiers or DOIs. Instead, add retrieve from and the URL or web address of the home page of the magazine. Do not link to the article. The in-text citations for direct and indirect quotes follow the standard format. Note the use of periods, commas, and parentheses throughout the example. In this example, the online magazine Scientific American has no volume or issue number. Italicize the title of the magazine and capitalize the major words. The URL or web address should not be hyperlinked or underlined. There is no period after the URL, and the font is the same as the remainder of the reference. The article does not have page numbers. For a direct quote, use the abbreviation PARA period and the number of the paragraph that contains the quote. In our example, we located the home page of the magazine Scientific American and copied and pasted the URL into our reference. Do not link to the URL of the article, only link to the URL of the magazine's home page. The format of print newspapers is similar to magazines. After the author, enclose the year, month, day, or season of the publication in parentheses. This is followed by the title of the newspaper article. Note the capitalization of proper nouns. Next, capitalize the major words in the title of the newspaper and italicize the title of the newspaper. One difference between newspaper and magazine references is that you include pagination in newspaper references. Use P period for one page or PP period for two or more pages. The in-text citations for direct and indirect quotes follow the standard format. Note the use of periods, commas, and parentheses throughout the example. The format for online newspapers is similar to that of online magazines. In this example, there is no author. In this case, move the title into the author position, followed by a period. Complete the reference with the standard date, title, and retrieval information. If there is no digital object identifier, add retrieve from and the URL or web address of the home page of the newspaper rather than a direct link to the article. There is no hyperlink or line under the URL. There is no period after the URL, and the font is the same as the remainder of the reference. When creating in-text citations for references that have no authors, use the first few words of the title and enclose the title in quotation marks for both direct and indirect quotes. In the direct quote example, note the use of the paragraph number in which the direct quotation is located. Use the abbreviation PARA period when no page number is provided. Note the use of commas, periods, and parentheses. For more information on the APA documentation style, refer to the APA Subject Guide located at the NSCC Library Services website. You can also contact your library staff for assistance.